everyone, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. This is episode 45. Last time, we investigated the open hand murders. We got a lead. We've picked up the murder weapon, and we have a follow-up to do past the south gate. We have also been exploring more of Rivington. And, as you can see, here we are, hanging out around the city. There is a lot of voices going on at the moment. An area that we have yet to actually go into is the Sword Coast Couriers, so we are going to do that today, as well as speaking with Wyrm, avenging the Iron Hands. They have gone and hidden themselves in a little cave by the checkpoint. We are starting off this episode having sold off a lot of equipment, done some inventory management at the Rivington General. So we've gotten rid of a lot of our garbage and stored some of our obtained gold in the bank. You know, never know. You know, got to keep some money in the bank just in case. And everyone's going to be in their casual wear, of course. We're just hanging out. We're just going through Rivington. We don't need to be decked out in our armor.
Stop fretting. The Steelwatch will put a stop to them.
This one's a bit rusty. Looks a bit stylish nonetheless. Could we give a new dog collar to Scratch? We got a dog collar by the well here.
Very well.
Mummy keeps talking about some army, but she won't tell me anything about it. I'm not a baby.
The Absolute Army is on our doorstep. You want to live? Get out of here before it's too late.
I mean, trust me, there's not anywhere else better at the moment.
Would everyone please stop going on about the Absolute's army? Lord Gortash is going to sort it all out. You'll see.
Yes, I'm sure he'll do a fine job. Oh, Oyster Boy Dringo and Angry Mahia and dogs. Okay, well, we have a dog collar. Let's go in here. Hello?
When will I get to train the dogs again, Miss Mahia?
When you prove yourself not to be an incompetent idiot.
Oh.
Ah, I see. Maybe next 10-day, then.
Gustav and Zola.
Woof!
Woof.
A charming effort, but you can't fool me. You're not a dog. So what the hell are you doing in my kennels?
Why do I feel that this camera angle is even lower than usual? I think I found one of your dogs. Scratch? No way. Oh, cause... Oh, wow. Cause he was a courier. The owner. Oh, no. But that means I would have to give him up. No. Woof.
Oh, gods. Unless you want me to shove you in one of these cages, stop barking and start speaking.
Woof.
Bloody hell, just leave. You again.
I'd like to buy a dog. You're being awfully harsh on the boy when I arrived.
It's the only way to teach him. He behaves worse than the dogs and makes more of a mess.
What's going to happen if we do this? But Scratch is a friend, and Owlbear's my dog now. This could lead to a peculiar questline. Well, I will not give Scratch up, whatever happens here. I think I found one of your dogs, Scratch.
Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on.
Oh, yes, please, I'd love to see him.
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
I don't know if I trust that. He's like, I'd love to see him again and put him in this cage. I trust the boy, but not angry Mahia. I don't trust her. Just so you know, Scratch is my dog. Oh, we actually did whistle. There's my boy. He does not look happy.
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy!
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work.
Yeah.
And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now.
Oh my god. Guys, I'm gonna have to stop playing the game and go and hug my own dog right now immediately. You shouldn't raise your hand to him like that.
I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard.
I don't even care that I have an advantage on persuasion. I'll break every bone in your body before I let you hurt that dog. It did it to me again. It did it to me again. Did it to me again in the same time that I was like, we'll do the 1d12 improved bardic inspiration, and it removes itself. Why is it allowing me to do a bonus if it's the second time that it's glitched, and then it won't let me get another bonus from will, but it doesn't even apply? What is that? That's awful. Please get a 4. I hate you. Alright, the bardic inspiration thing keeps glitching my rolls, and that really annoys me. So I'm gonna reload and never do 1d12 bardic inspiration ever again, because it just doesn't work. We'll only stick to the 1d8 or the advantage ability instead. Alright, let's roll this intimidation again, but with the 1d8 bardic inspiration instead, which actually works. And then we'll get a success on the roll. I'm not sure why the 1d12 doesn't work, but it just seems to not be worth it at all.
You'll do no such thing.
Oh yeah, I will.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning.
Not bloody surprised. Oh, Jesus. Might go for the deception, but I don't want them to leave because animal retribution has arrived in the form of Apocalypse. I hear Lord Gortash abhors animal abuse. Perhaps I should report you to him. Ah, that's a 20, is it? You're gonna give me a DC of 20. I wonder what the intimidation was, if it was the same. Ooh. Ouchie. Roll again, please. This is a moment where I would love a critical success.
Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
Oh, you're gonna leave, are you? I'll be back. Why is Scratch going? Scratch. Alright, Scratch is gonna go elsewhere. Scratch is gonna go back to the camp.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint.
Where is this person going? I'm following them. Oh, she's just like, yeah, I'll just turn around and leave, but then I'll go right back to the kennels. Just as he thinks that I'm gone, I'll go back. I'll go right back to the kennels, eh?
A new face! Something to send. Don't be shy.
Yeah, I'll be with you in a moment, mate. Oh. I'll be with you in a moment, mate. I have some business to take care of. Oh no, she's disappeared. There's only a certain amount of trying to follow someone. Wait a minute. Hang on. Oh. Hang on, let me lie down. What was that noise that I was hearing though? I was like, is there a secret secret door that she went into? No. I wasn't able to give her the dog retribution, sadly. Life of Beaky. The pigeons in service of the communicators of this city deserve far more renown than that which is afforded to them. Take Beaky, for example, a pigeon, age 10, a great-great-great-grandfather, and a noble upholder of his tremendous duties. Orange of beak and charcoal of wing, rare is the Baldurian who has not glimpsed the flash of his wing darting hither and throw across our fair city. Beaky has carried Duke's writs, marriage announcements, emergency notices, and more, with nary a complaint from his cooing beak. Who among us can claim a more stalwart dedication to so important a profession? And the post house dogs log. This log of courier hounds is matted with dried saliva and dog hair. Bolworth, no fleas, still of lots of knotting though. Coat matted, breath smells. Big bark still, good boy. Snee, good girl as always, no coat matting, and scratches occasionally. Check for fleas later. Scratch, still gone, miss you boy. Oh, so this would have been our gnome boys. Oh, he's freed the dogs. Oyster boy Dringo.
You got rid of her? I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
Yeah, he will. Dogs.
Mistress is gone. Mistress is gone! I mean, such terrible news. She will be missed.
Thank you for making Mistress go away. She was horrid.
Yeah. But then Scratch goes away. He doesn't even reunite with the other dogs. Come on, Scratch. If only Scratch could interact with the other dogs. I wish to be Scratch and do dog roleplay. We don't get to experience Scratch reuniting with the other dogs, I don't think.
I'll do a...
If you have Scratch in your party, it should allow for it.
In my mistress's absence, I will look after this place and any dogs who come here. I promise.
Speak with animals is such a gift.
Even though Mistress is gone, I promise to be a good dog. No, the best dog.
Yay. And Scratch is here too. It'd be nice if when you summon Scratch, he's able to kind of stick around, you know? That'd be great. Alright, well that's... Time to press ahead. So that's a problem solved. I'm very happy about it too. Employee pay log. Pay slips for all the employees at the post house. Dringo's pay is marked. Dock 2 copper pieces at Maya's request. Well, Maya is gone. Post house delivery complaints. A log missing deliveries. Turn to the most recent page. Arbuckle knit. Broadsheet delivery never arrived. Mildly irked. Mungo Frigglebottom. El Torchel Academy tuition fees notices would prefer these letters stay lost. Mystic Carrion. Funeral invitations. Won't be caught dead using such a second-rate service again. Thirstwell Vanthumper. Iron Flask. Do you know who my parents are? I swear. Note, any letters marked Postmaster Shipment Inquiry that are found and retrieved unopened will be much appreciated. Danzo. Okay. And an address book, a collection of postal addresses for notable city folk. Alan Alif and the Elthsong Tavern, Alandra Grey at the Water Queen's house, the Steeps. Only send couriers with water-breathing potions to hand. This is a great way to actually be like, if we're actually looking for specific characters. I like that. Captain Grizzly, real name unlikely, blushing mermaid. Note, warn the couriers, armed postfolk don't oft return. Cora Highbury, large abode opposite Baldur's Mouth, Heapside. Edvard Needle, Baldur's Mouth, Heapside, has requested a full-time courier for mouth shipping. Father Lorgan, note, deceased. Address post to Rector Yanis, Open Hand Temple, Rivington. Figaro Pennygood, Facemakers Fashion near Upper City Gates. So if Rector Yanis is getting the post now, we need to take that in mind for our investigation. Havkalag, note, has philosophical objection to postal service, addressed to Golbraith to get anything done, the Society of Brilliance Lodge, the Steeps. Oh, the Society of Brilliance was mentioned by that woman about the Githyanki egg. Lady Janeth Estate Mansion, the Upper City Gates. Laroakan, Ramazith's Tower, the Wide, all posts to be directed via Sorceress Sundries, Heapside. And I think Gale mentioned this. Mamzelle Amira, Sharessa's Caress, Manip Nesta, Flaming Fist Barracks, Basilisk Gate, Note, recent reassignment to Rivington, and Vicar Humbletoes, Storm Shore Tabernacle, Eastway. What beautiful names. Alright, let's see what's going on upstairs.
Pigeons are very sensitive. They can't fly straight if they're disturbed.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm going to read these letters, if you don't mind.
Name and rank! Quickly now! There's a war on!
Oh, God, that's good. Military pigeons. Lieutenant Apocalypse, reporting for duty.
At ease! At ease! I am Commander Lightfeather, leader of the finest aerial communication regiment this side of the Triumpha. State your purpose, Groundwalker. I don't have all day.
Oh, man. You know that they just have the most fun when it comes to, like, what voice do we assign to our animals? Like, the pig near the refugee storage? Just so good. You've got a pretty high opinion of yourself for a pigeon.
A pigeon? We are warriors, risking life and feather to deliver vital communiques on a daily basis. Do you know how many of us have passed on to the great nest in the sky in service to your kind?
Enlisted avian, Karlak is inspired. Very good. Meet Commander Lightfeather.
I've no need of a wing man. Commander Lightfeather will give you your briefing.
A little wet under the wing for our unit. The commander will soon straighten you out.
I can fly. Look at this. What do you reckon about that? Pigeons. Alright, let's read the notes. To Lord Haverford Gist. To the Honourable Lord Haverford Gist, your reputation as a charitable nobleman is renowned far beyond the walls of Baldur's Gate. Those walls that would preserve my family from the rage of the absolute cult, could we but gain admittance. However, the Flaming Fist at the south span of Wyrm's Crossing are adamant in their refusal to let us in. I beg you to please use your influence to send a message to them allowing our passage. We would owe you our undying gratitude, and if you were in need of an experienced scribe, I would be willing to work for only the most nominal wages. Scribe Galahad Brim in Rivington. To the hiring manager of the Steelwatch Foundry, greetings! I'm an experienced forge assistant, currently stuck in Rivington, but I expect to get into the city soon. When I do, I hope you'll grant me an interview at your famous foundry, because I'm going to need work, and I'm really very good at hammering and, you know, togging. Anyway, don't forget me, I'll be coming around shortly, so you can see if you want to hire me. Enris Tongs Bugster. Form H, refusal of admittance. Petitioner name here. The Flaming Fist Company regrets to inform you that your request to enter Baldur's Gate has been denied. This is due to, check all that apply, evasive answers to routine questions, suspected cult affiliation, and lack of visible means of support. Denied petitioners may reapply after a 10-day, but too frequent reapplication is considered harassment and subject to penalty. Well, at least we can get in whenever we want, thanks to the gnomes. To Lily Chasman. Dear Lily, Dadders and I can't believe our luck in getting you admitted to Provost as a boarding student just before this refugee crisis sealed the city gates. It costs 2 arms and a leg, but if it keeps you inside the gate's walls until the danger is past, it's worth whatever we had to pay. Now, don't worry about your parents. We're safe enough in Rivington as long as the Steel Watch is here to protect us. And whatever happens, whatever you hear, don't take it into your head to leave the city. Knowing that you're safe at the academy is what keeps us going every day, and we'll get through this. You know we will. Helm bless and keep you, Lily. Mamas and dadders. And a letter that it looks like there are notes that we could read, but they're not. So we will ignore that. Now, if I ever see angry woman walking around these streets, it's on sight. You understand? Can we talk to Scratch back at camp? We have to dismiss the summon.
No one's stopped me yet. With haste.
Scratch. See if we can talk to him about the courier situation.
For discussion.
It's certainly good to be back at camp. How I've missed the smells.
I'm glad you're back where you belong.
Indeed. And I'm sure Dringo will do a great job. He always took good care of me.
There's dialogue about it. Thank you very much, game. I appreciate you. And we got some free approval. I think we'll check in with Wulbren after. For now, we will take this as an opportunity for us to follow the temple murders. So we'll check the trail on this one.
Great headline.
Move along.
So because of the malfunction on the Steel Watcher, we're just simply allowed in.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks.
Oh, I like that music.
And if a patron...
I love the variations of this theme.
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
Sharess's caress.
The missus and I have been dreaming about the city. No more sleeping rough. Didn't expect to find it locked down tighter than a watcher's fist.
So funny to see these fancy hairstyles on half-orcs.
How about...
Looking for lodgings? Don't bother. All the decent places are gone. Damned coronation.
I don't want to be sleeping in a brothel, mate. So Fraygo's Flophouse is where we'll be inspecting. Sharess's Caress is right here. I love seeing these signs.
Welcome to Sharess's Caress, where our libations and sensual indulgences restore even the weariest souls.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of mind.
Trying to convince people to go into the caress. The Drow twins, eh?
Oh, we're not queuing for Sharess's Caress. Not yet, anyway. Head on in.
People are just walking into Sharess's Caress like it was any old business. No disrespect to you, of course, if you're a patron.
Why are some people so strange about Sharess's Caress? It's just sex.
Thodrick Shadiva.
Plenty of
Chedavia.
fish caught this morning. What'll it be?
That's a lot of fish blood on you, sir. You know what? I will say I absolutely adore things like this, right? Where there aren't just traders in the game that only benefit you in the sense of here's all your equipment and your potions, and I've just got an assortment of like good video game items for you, you know? This dude is literally just a fish merchant. And I love that there is the ability for us to trade and barter with people like that, you know? It's not gonna serve me so well unless I'm in desperate need of some camp supplies, but it really adds to the depth of the world and the interactions that you can have. And this is like a thought that I have when I'm walking out in public quite often, where you have those moments of, oh, I can kind of do whatever I want to a certain extent. I'm not thinking like I'm gonna go and like be chaotic. It's the sense of I can go into any single one of these stores and I'm under no obligation to have to buy anything. You can just look or you can buy something. And it's like, it's that sense of like, the world is just a video game. You can go into a random store and just be, you know, you can interact with anyone that you want to, but we are constantly weighed down by many social anxieties, and everybody has their walls up and people are afraid to talk to each other. And it's this amazing element of being able to roleplay and immerse yourself in a video game like this, where you are free from those anxious chains, and you can just run around. Nobody runs just casually to their objectives in real life, you know, unless you're a jogger. Nobody just will go up to randoms and approach them as much as people used to. Everybody's very guarded. Everybody's very closed off. Everybody's on their phones. You're not going to be like walking up to people and just talking to them for their dialogue. But there's something so freeing about that in a video game.
Back soon. Fresh catch every day, guaranteed.
And just the elements of having like small traders that are not really there for you. They're there for anyone. I really, really enjoy. There is just so many people to talk to, however, so I feel like I'm going to get very overwhelmed going through here. So what we're going to do is, instead of being that guy who's going to be like, let's, you know, explore and flesh out the whole map, we will walk through this place with some intention, you know, one place at a time. So Sharessa's Caress, we do have things to do here. But we are also going to be doing the open hand temple murders, and that's where our focus is right now. So we're going to keep the D&D party focused, and we're going to investigate Fraygo's Flophouse and find a use for this flower key, right? So let's take a look.
In a brothel. Listen, it's got private rooms.
Is there a sign for this place? There it is right here.
Fraygo's Flophouse.
Aw, there's a cute cat. Is there not a black ball?
Confuses me for a member of staff.
All right, we're in.
So many victims for Cazador here. They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
It's great having our characters here that are closely tied to Baldur's Gate. You know, having a lot of history here with Karlach, Will, of course, and Astarion, hoping for a lot of nice little environmental dialogue from these characters. Less so from someone like Halsin. Gale's more from Waterdeep, and Shadowheart has been in Sharan Solitude, so...
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it.
We're adventurous, damn it. Adventurer means nothing here anymore. No respect.
You're damn right. I can't believe they wouldn't let us in. The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
Which means we're getting a real room.
It's funny. Astarion approves, which means... Did I pick the right thing? I just was egging him on.
There's not even any goddamn dragons round here to slay. Bet they let us in then.
Just an old-fashioned adventurer.
come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
Traveller Griska.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again.
To be fair, their high priest just died.
Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute.
Okay, that's different. Oh, that's different. I thought priests were meant to be polite.
So did I.
Well, what's your trade?
Let me show you.
What do you got, adventurer? You have potions that I'll take. An elixir of the Colossus, gaseous form. Psychic resistance. I think that I'll just take healing related things at the moment, and you can have that. Talking with Scratch while holding the dog collar didn't seem to initiate any dialogue. The Flophouse rules. To all tenants of Fraygo's Flophouse, please observe the following edicts and associated costs with careful, steadfast attention. Fold sheets neat across bunks before leaving. No big smells. No tipping janitorial staff. He gets paid plenty. No outside food eaten inside, and no marks left on the tree ever. The Flophouse tenants logs. Scrawled records of guests cover pages stained with ink, grease, and gods knows what else. Veneer, indefinite stay, and paid till 10 day hence. Fian gold grind, 1 month, paid till 10 day late. Grishka, unsure, 5 nights hence. And Rosanna, short as bloody possible, 2 nights hence. Love that.
Just think.
Dashkent Molliver.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on.
You in trouble, are you, mate? We could really just roll that one out. We are in a Flophouse. Who did you think I was?
The landlord, Sir Fraygo Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
Would the killer remain dressed in such an obvious red, though? I'm gonna leave. I will investigate before going, hey, you! You know, I'll just let that go for now.
Fraygo's Flophouse. Enter as strangers, leave as friends. No vacancies at this time.
Alrighty. Flophouse issues. A record of work done to Fraygo's Flophouse. Latrine polish, floor restructure, rug delousing, extensive top floor extension, and a floorboard demossing.
We should return for the ceremony.
Okay.
We have time. The runaway.
Well, I guess we'll check upstairs. Quila Arvis.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit peckish. What do you have?
Have a skeg at these.
Have a bloody skeg. Oh. Mashed taters. Creamy and smooth with a note of black pepper and nutmeg. Thank you. I'll take that.
That should do you.
Thank you very much. Go. I feel like you should be able to eat whenever the hell you want in this game. You know? If I pick up something and then I want to, like, roleplay sitting my characters at a table and then having an ale and having some mashed taters, you know? Instead, I just have to close my eyes and pretend. I want all of my party to be able to sit at the table and eat over and have a mug of ale, damn it. Alright, let's see. Ooh, we have... Yeah. Alright. Cheese wedge. So, we have chests that we could investigate.
Plans, but I wouldn't dare guess at them.
Pale Petrus and Deliria. Deliria?
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast.
Astarion's thralls.
Ready for me.
Thralls friends.
And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
This is amazing. Yeah. As soon as you see the red eyes and what they're talking about, you're like, yes, Astarion mentioning, I used to pick up, like, a lot of people here. Like, it would make sense that there would be other thralls here. Should we hold our tongue? Actually, this is really curious, because if they're thralls under Cazador's control, not actually free, I don't actually know how that works. If Cazador, you know how Will has a seeing stone, like as an eyeball? This could be quite curious for us to hold our tongue about.
Isn't it obvious, sister? He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us, so he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras.
Oh, he's putting him in the sun.
Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
Wow, this is crazy. We want to save the friends. I think Astarion is doing something very desperate right now, but I don't know if that's going to get him what he wants. God, I look awful. I'm torn. I'll tell him to stop. Astarion! Stop!
Fine. You owe your wretched life to my friend. Now tell me what I need to know.
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time. Hidden from us all. Do you really think you can stop him?
I'm the only one who can. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I don't need to fear him anymore. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Ooh.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them.
I mean, you could have enlightened them on that aspect, by the way. That was kind of on you. I'm glad you spared them.
You sound surprised. I am capable of doing the right thing from time to time. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves.
I don't know how many times we're going to keep having this conversation. Those 6 spawn are your brothers and sisters. Are you ready to sacrifice them?
Trust me, I'd rather slaughter someone else's family, but if that's what it takes. And it's not like their sweet innocence. They brought Cazador just as many victims as I did. You're not getting sentimental, are you? I thought you were with me on this.
Yeah, I told you that we would stop Cazador. No promises about the ritual. And what if we're walking into a trap?
Then we'll deal with it. It can't be worse than everything else we've faced. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
Goddamn terrible. Worker Bernier. Hello, Worker Bernier.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs?
I trust them about as far as I can throw them.
Aye, I'll second that. It's alright where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
Okay. Time for us to do some detective work. But it will involve us looking in these chests without this worker getting in our way. Good little scene there with the thralls. I do wonder how this whole sequence is going to go. I'm very, very curious about it. Especially because Astarion just seems so excited. And I'm like, settle down, will you?
Come on, open up.
Now, the only problem with these chests is I'm going to have to investigate them, and I will need to just leave immediately too, because people will be like, what? You've investigated this chest? So, who's this guy's name? Dash Kent? So he's our dwarf in red, is he? Even though the objective seems to be above. Now, Dash Kent, his chest is right here. So, here we go. Got all them yellows. Okay. A letter. A plain, unadorned note. For the eyes of Sir Fraygo Atuna only. Greetings and so forth. I am writing to you on this most auspicious day, marking my 6th year of gainful employ in your service. I have enjoyed and believe I've performed admirably each moment of these duties, and hence I have a simple request: an increase in salary of 1 gold piece, 6 silver and 9 copper per month. This has been precisely calculated to augment my rather humble lifestyle in accordance to the rising cost of living, and a little bit of extra money for nice bread. I do so love a good loaf. It would perhaps behove me to mention that Shress's Caress are offering a very competitive rates for janitorial staff at the moment. This is our janitor. If that at all sways your decision, I'm certain your very generous soul needs no such encouragement. Yours in health and sickness, as per the terms of my contract, Dash Kent Molliver. Okay, so Dash Kent is a dwarf in red, and he's also the janitor. So, not sure. We'll leave the other chests alone, and we're going to go up this ladder. Alright, everybody run. I'm up the ladder real quick. Let's have a little investigate around here now. We don't have anyone up here, which is good.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting.
Oh, cool. It's a wardrobe. Sheep butchered with creative zeal. Alright, that's fun. So, wardrobe that is not actually a wardrobe at all, but a door to a secret room. And then we can exit out the back here. Very fun. Alright, bloodstained note.
Blood.
2 hands, now 2 hands. 2 of them, more needed. Not enough. Must cover myself in glory to be covered in blood more. So a secret place in the Flophouse, eh? And we have blood.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor.
Investigation check. Try to discern the source of the blood. Oh, man. DC of 10. For little old me. I'm a detective, you see.
You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
Astarion approves. Alright. I'm wearing gloves. Well, they're fingerless, so my fingerprints are going to get all over this place. I hope they don't develop that technology anytime soon. Oh. Theon Goldgrind. Oh. But wait a minute. A gold dwarf. In red. The plot thickens. Another key, a flower-shaped key with a 5 scratched into the petals. And to the best of wives and mothers, a tarnished ring engraved with the following. To Theon, best of wives and best of mothers.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
So we're now going to want to be opening his chest with the key.
10 loaves of bread.
What else have we got in here? Dimension door. Ain't that fun. The Hell's Unleashed. 9 steps to his infernal throne. This chapter lists each of the Hell's 9 layers, their rulers, and the chapter character of the associated ritual item required to scribe at a glimpse of it. Avernus, Archduchess Zariel, heliotrope encasing shard of bone. So that's our first layer of hell, where Karlach spent all that time. Dis, Archduke Dispater, ore of infernal iron. Minoros, Archduke Mammon, single gold coin, petrified in acrid peat. Phlegothos, Archduchess Fiona and her father, Archduke Belial. Everburn ash, perfectly balanced on a scale of stone. Stygia, Archduke Levistus, a single coal black eye frozen in a shard of its own tears, and Malbolg, Archduchess Glacia, a coronet stained with the blood of 3 rightful rulers, Maladomini, Archduke Basilbul, Gorian fly fed fat with the petitioner's blood, and Cania, Archduke Mephistopheles, singular and precious text, burned, and Nessus, Lord Asmodeus. All known substances result in immediate disappearance of petitioner. Jesus.
I'm here.
Temple plans. Ooh.
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
Bloodstained parchment. Messy splashes of deep red-brown adorn this scrap of parchment. Those wishing to face the Dread Lord's tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal must slay the targets on this list and frame the corpses as a murder by the cult of the Absolute. Bring the victim's hand as proof of the killing. Walk in blood, aspirant. So that's why Lorgan has a missing hand. Duke Belen Stelmane. The Elf Song Tavern, Lower City, killed. So Stelmane, that the Emperor was telling us about. Father Lorgan, the Open Hand Temple, Rivington. Dribbles the Clown, Circus of the Last Days, Rivington, killed. Alexander Rainforest, office near the counting house, Lower City, killed. Frank Pear Tree, abode near Fjolgir's Fireworks, Lower City, killed. Now, finding Dribbles the Clown's hand makes a bit more sense now. Cora Highbury, large home near Baldur's Mouth Gazette, Lower City, alive. Figaro Penegood, Facemaker's Fashion, Lower City, Chef Revere, Elf Song, Tavern Kitchen, Lower City. Neshalisha, Blushing Mermaid, Lower City. Vari Van Thumpur in the Villa, Upper City. Frederick Hune House, Upper City. So we had 5 kills take place. In our journal, we found a Bhaalist target list. New recruits being asked to stage murders as absolute butchery. We should investigate. Successful recruits gain access to the Temple of Baal, where Orin awaits. So impress the murder tribunal. We found a list of people marked for death. If we kill 2 targets from this list and bring a severed hand as proof, we can stand before the murder tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal. Interesting. We have Dribbles' hand, and if we were to obtain another hand, and we might even be able to find Lorgan's hand somewhere, maybe we could do it. What about that hand I got from the genie, Vecna's other hand? That is unfortunately not a Vecna on this list, damn it. A disguise kit. And a row of books. I think now is a good time as any to see what a disguise kit can actually do. Scarlet armor. Snug purple shirt. Doesn't look very purple to me, but I'll take your word on it. And another brimmed hat. We really have such a great collection of hats, and I'm very happy about it. Torn parchment. This letter is torn and stained, and some of the words are indecipherable. Take the list, find the... and make them offerings in his name. Bring their hands to the tribunal, prove your worth, become of the highest accord. Interesting. What is this ghastly bottle? Oh, that's just guts in a jar. Gotcha. Okay. How wild. What a strange thing to have. Alright, here we go. Watch this. We're going to use the disguise kit. So we cast the spell. It says select variant, but it doesn't pop up. Select variant. See, this is like the thing that I'm talking about. Like the variant is in like, do you turn into a dwarf, a Githyanki? It doesn't pop up though. Oh, there you go. You have to cast it specifically and then it pops up. Yeah. So it is a disguise kit that can turn you into any of them. That is hilarious. And it's until a long rest too. I could really just be like, hey guys, I'm just a man now. Just a man. Despite the detailed illustrations of muscle and bone, it's quickly obvious that this is no medical journal. The language throughout is practical but unrefined, describing how to get the best cuts of meat, which bits are considered knoll chum, and how to deal with a range of stains and odors. Looking closer, you notice several scratchy annotations detailing how to adapt these techniques for more human-shaped bodies. There you go. Well, ain't that something? Alright, time for us to get out of here. We'll take the rooftops out of here. I love there being an element of we're using the rooftops to get out. So, investigate Sharess's Caress. Report our findings to Investigator Valeria. And meet the Harpers at Danthalon's Dancing Axe. We will definitely need Jaheira for that. Where are we about to go from here? I'm trying to get us back down onto the ground safely. Let's jump down here. You know what? I really just need to stick to flying. Because how is it that my poor little Apocalypse keeps doing what the game considers to be a safe jump distance, and I keep getting stuck in the void and dying. Underdark room.
Journey to the Underdark.
Oh, right, because this is kind of like the Shress Caress. Yeah, okay, so these are all Devil's Den. Oh my god, okay.
Devil's Den.
Jeez. Elminster's library?
Moan loudly in the library at all times.
Nymph's Grotto sign. Oh man, are we going to be able to take... Should we take all of our companions here? Gale would like Elminster's library, right?
The Flophouse. It has plenty of spare beds.
Alright, I'm going to fly. I'm going to head down here. And my companions are going to also find their way down. Manip Falkeo.
Bloody gnomes.
Excuse
me. To find where they burrowed themselves up. You an adventurer? Looking to pad your purse? Find their foxhole. Bring me their chief's head. The fist will reward you well. You don't got a problem with that, do you? Those blasted thugs are a stain on your kind.
Interesting. Because what's Wyrm gonna do to this place, you know what I mean? We really need to check in with that. Bring you their head, that sounds radical.
You'll change your mind once they kill innocent citizens. The only language they'll understand is that of intimidating violence.
I can do gnome backup. I don't know what I'm going to do with Wyrm yet, because I think he might be right in regards to a lot of innocents potentially suffering. I don't think we'll kill Wyrm, but we'll definitely stop him. Can I just bring you someone else's head instead? I'll bring you a severed head, and I'll be like, I kind of burned it a little, but it's definitely the guy. I'll take the job.
Good. Sniff 'em out. Gut 'em clean. Keep Baldur's Gate safe. Bring the head back here when it's done. I'll be around.
I'll be around, always waiting for a head. I'll make him think that we're helping him out, of course. But I don't think we'll be killing Wyrm anytime soon. Alright, what are Astarion and Will doing? I guess they're off doing their own thing now. They've gotten lost. Oh, there's Will. Now we get to find out where Astarion is. Why didn't he go the same way as Will, is my question. So Shress's Caress is actually massive. I was not expecting it to go over this side too, but there's a lot to it. Oh, this is wild. It just stops there too. Okay. Crazy.
Careful, I'm bound.
Well, Astarion, let's get you down, shall we? Alright, now, let's see if you can do this. Alright, so it's just Mapo Gnome that has a terrible time with that, is it?
Go.
Minus 18 HP, alright? Maybe not that way. Over here, Astarion. Let's get yourself down. I don't know which way Will went.
Such a prude.
Ah, this door's open. Will went down this way. We've just got Astarion running through here on his own. You get to take a look at the pretty pictures on the walls.
Set your...
I mean, to try.
Yeah, there's Valeria. People just chilling. Oh, this place looks so awesome. The artwork on the wall is so fun.
Nails are not an apprentice.
You know, I was an artificer in another life.
Much better to make drinks. You're a true talent.
Oh!
Do you think we've done?
Hey! It's her again. Alright, team. Let's go. We're talking to that dwarf again. Into Shress's Caress. Mamselle Amira, Kira the cat.
I don't think this kind of establishment is quite to his taste.
Hello, you again.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. Good to see you again, even if you have put me out of pocket. The boss bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by.
Ha! The Devil's Den? Oh my god. Now that's funny. So, we've been being watched by one of Raphael's agents a few times now. So who are you exactly?
I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
Alright, Carilla, we may not have met the first time, but we came face to face the second time and then you ran away.
Go see Raphael. Then I might let you buy me a drink.
Okay. Mamselle Amira.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
Maybe not a sturdy dwarf, maybe a sturdy tiefling or Githyanki. Not my first choice, but I wouldn't say no.
Of course you wouldn't. Who can resist the pleasure of the strap once leather meets flesh? It's Fion you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
Alright, the pair of drow mentioned by the people outside are now here too. Probably worth investigating. Fion works here, dead. In the Flophouse lies a freshly killed corpse, a lady dwarf. Could that be Fion? Goddamn. Are there other options for companionship?
Nisha, our lovely nymph. She's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favourite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience.
Damn, Raphael's just been chilling, just being like, what kind of devilish offers could I give to these people? Did the devil give you its name?
Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
You have drow escorts on hand. That does sound tempting. Sorry, Karlak.
Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could turn stone to silk. Your body could suffer no knot they can't untangle. They're through the curtain to the right. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are.
Jesus. I wonder how our companions feel about these locations. Should we allow every companion a chance? If there were, it would be great if there was multiple, more than just the Devil's Den and the Nymph. You can have someone for everyone. I'll hold off on this for now. Pleasure first, then business.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste?
Is everything all right here?
Right as falling rain. What's it to you, chuffer?
Don't worry your pretty head about the fist, love. I can play them all like a lute.
I'll let her handle the situation then.
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
Hoots Hooligan, what a name. Yeah, no need to white knight the situation when she's got it perfectly under control. Whoa.
Do you think we've done
Oh, hang on. The curtain to the right, eh? There's Arthur Gregorio, who we have blackmail on. Monsieur Chapeau. Citizen, well named. Queen Roll, the despoiler. Okay. Yeah, damn. Sorn Orlith, Nim Orlith. Twins that are quite close, I suppose. How intriguing. Okay, so that's the curtain. What else we got? Earspoon and Borgus Elliman. Hey, my name's Earspoon.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. Nine Fingers. It's a name you know. Nine Fingers is the head of the Guild, a criminal organization operating inside Baldur's Gate.
Well, we did end up kind of helping out, didn't we? Out on by that boat. Talking about Nine Fingers, I've got business with her. Wow. Okay, game. Okay, game. What are you doing to me? A 10 DC? Don't do that to me ever again. Wow, that's just lucky. That's just lucky.
Oh yeah. Seems everyone's got business with her. Heard the gal met her match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust Nine Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the ninth hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. Hey, you still lurking about? I don't remember inviting you to the party.
Sounds like interesting business. I'd like to take part. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me try that. I'll take that.
Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
No worries, thanks to your spoon. Alright. Sauceman chorizo.
not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type.
All right, sauceman. You got the sauce. I can show you pleasures your husband never could.
Yeah, I've heard it all before, pudding. Now clear off.
I love getting a will disapproval because it's so rare for me.
Oh, you'd better have a good reason for tearing me away from my prep station.
I get a will disapproval anytime that I'm being silly in this sense. Got any food going spare?
I suppose, if you're willing to pay for it.
Roughly cut ham and a pork sausage. Now, I take it that you're the roughly cut ham, and your name is that of a pork sausage. Good day, sir.
Now get out from under my feet, would you?
Love it. Hey, okay. Oh, didn't mean to walk behind here. Sorry, Hoots Hooligan.
Oh. Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye.
What's the story of this place?
Sharess Caress, the mamsel's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't.
Better barkeep in this place. Here's all sorts of stories.
My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Amira there looks about ready to burst.
Oh, we'll talk to her about Fionn. For sure. Your new brew sounds potent. I'll give that a try.
Don't know about that, chum. Hoots Hooch packs a stronger wallop than all 10 of my knuckles. Could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet.
Constitution saving throw? I'll take my chances on the hooch, please.
Damn! The man knows what he wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot.
I'd like to see what else you have.
Have a look.
Hoots hooch. Love it. I believe that in terms of alcohol, like drinks, you can drink it and it's fine. Like you don't have to have it outside of camp because you can drink and then have effects of being kind of drunk, which is fun. I wish you could add food into the mix there. We can sit our party members down in here and all have a mug. Amulet of the Drunkard. While wearing this amulet, regain hit points per turn while drunk. Additionally, increase the duration of your inebriation by 5 rounds. Donning this necklace causes the room to sway and tip. Or maybe it was already swaying. Whatever, time for another pint. Shall we turn Karlach into just this drunken rage barbarian that just throws shit everywhere? So fun. Hoots Hooch, a new invention of the Sharess's Caress bartender Hoots. Like being decked in the sobriety. Alright, I guess we'll have to find out what it does, but I'll purchase that from you, because I think that could be hilarious. Okay. We don't know what it does, but it's something until a long rest. So, I want to try one, but I also want Karlach to try it with me. So we're going to give Karlach this amulet, and we'll buy Hoots Hooch, which is expensive.
Press your belly to the bar, chum.
I need something potent. What do you have?
Try Hoots Hooch. Cuts real deep.
Alright. Oh no, just the one should be, yeah, 290. So that's the total amount, isn't it? And I'll take another one of those, please. Alright.
Pleasure to serve.
Now, remember our conversation between the whole house and Endeavor, between Karlak and I. We know that Karlak expresses, you know, I'd just like you to be happy. And I want Karlak to be happy too. So let's find ourselves a table. Let's sit down together and have a beer. I don't know if we'll actually get a table around this place, Karlak. We'll talk to that cat. Oh, actually, in here. We'll go here.
Do you think we've done something wrong?
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
Okay. In the curtain we go. So we've got Drow Twins, we have Queen Roll the Despoiler, and we've got Arthur here, and a bard performing bard dance. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get off the stage, kid. Everybody off the stage! That's so rude of you. Come on, guys. Just sit in your piano stools, please.
Let's cook in.
Was that human boy insisting on playing his acoustic loop version of High House of Wonder?
Will disapproving of me getting the hooch is just crazy. This is what I'm talking about. Front row seats. Alright, Astarion, Karlak, and I need to have a drink, so get on to the other bench, will you? Oh, you guys don't need to get up on the stage to do this, you know that, right?
A scant few customers tonight. This might end up being the first day in years I end with my hand alone.
Come on, guys.
Pride of the gate.
Don't do this to me. Just get on the bench. Have a bit of fun with me, will you? Thank you. Okay.
What a charmer.
Alright, you lot, let's have a drink. Hooch, hooch. Carla, come on, and I say, bottoms up. Whoa!
Well, look who's finally up. Heard you had a taste of Hoot's newest hooch. Bet you don't even remember half of the foolery you got up to. Well, make yourself at home. You'll be staying a while.
Alright, Karlak's in jail. Hey guys, did you guys
I barely got a moment.
Did you guys see where Karlak went?
And no.
I bought us both a drink, and then she said she'd go and try it and be right back, and she hasn't come back yet. What's happened to her? I'll be right back. You guys enjoy the show. I'll see if I can go and find Karlak. We were gonna go and have a drink together of this Hoots Hooch. Maybe she needed to use the ladies. You two just stay there and enjoy the show. Karlak, dear. Karlak! You see a tall tiefling? Wife of mine around here at all? No? Alright then, perhaps I'll be drinking alone tonight. Couldn't find any Karlak, but bottoms up, I say.
To use the clamping vice.
What? Delicious. That was yummy. I hope Karlak got to enjoy hers. Guess we'll wait for her to get back and we can enjoy the show. What in the 9Ls did I just drink? I'm bloody Karlak, innit? And now it's my adventure because I'm in prison, innit? This is fucking disgusting. Zariel's gonna get this, I tell ya. The true life of Lord Gortash. God, let's read this. Bloody Gortash, what an arse. The True Life of Lord Gortash, biography and manuscript by Vance Farnall. Outline of contents. Final pass. Enver Flim, an orphan among urchins. Struggle for survival on the streets. Juvenile felonies. The Flim rap sheet. Gang years. The Heapside Reavers. Same face, new name. Flim to Gortash. The Gates Posh Kingpin. An independent entrepreneur. Rivals? All of my rivals are dead. Muscling in on arms smuggling. The Zent's day is past. The black hand of Bane shakes the bloody hand of Baal. Not even everything is enough. An absolutely ingenious plan. The gravitas of Ketheric Thorm. Decapitating the Gondian hierarchy. Call me Lord Gortash. Note, add section about the Steel Watch with info acquired for interviewing that Gondian who escaped the Foundry. Something about how the Watchers are Gortash's most powerful defenders, but also his greatest vulnerability, since they're all controlled from one central nexus. Now that is juicy info. Karlach will take that in her fucking empty inventory. Okay, so we're in prison. Otto, Ott, Fist, Jajic, Fist, Saunder, Fist, Creek Rider. So there's 3 Fists and an Otto, Ott. Is there a... what is that? Rickety chair. Okay. Alright, do we start digging our way out of here? Pick up that bucket, because I'll probably need to throw it at someone. Pick up the unusual skull.
How, Malapert? Must thou stareth so?
What? Oh no, Karlach. Examine the skull. What magic is at work? I don't know. I love the concept that Karlach has just skulled this, passed out unconscious, and just, you have no idea what you've bloody gotten up to, you know? The idea that, like, you know, I've tried it and only one person can try it, and I was like, I'm just trying to have fun over here. Now Karlach just went on some drunken barbarian rampage. Karlach doesn't handle liquor very well, clearly. Let's try the Arcana check, which is a DC of 15. Karlach rolls well. Karlach rolls well, as we know. Oh, it's a bloody speaking magic skull, isn't it?
You can't fathom how this skull could be made to talk.
Oh, you. What you want? A talking skull? I must be losing my mind.
Nay, thy mind hath not betrayed thee. I am as thou perceiveth. I call myself Marvin. Thou mayst do the same. Unfortunate, nay, ineluctable, perchance inevitable, to be confined in such immuring quarters. Thou wisheth to escape the confines of this prison, doth thou not? I can helpest thee for the cost of 2 riddles. Answer me true, and I shall teleport thee to safety. Answer me false, and I shall teleport thee near the guards.
Bro, you talk like a drunk poet. If you wish to converse, you need to speak plainly. Oh, that's gonna be a tough persuasion check. And as we know, Karlach rolls well. Oh, you, mate, you talk like a drunk poet. If you wish to converse, you need to speak plainly.
Common is just so very common. Very well. To rephrase, I will teleport you away for the cost of 2 riddles. Answer them right, and I send you to safety. Answer them wrong, and I send you to the guards.
Oh, mate, I understood that part. You didn't have to speak that common. I just meant about the riddles, see? What a strange game you're playing. Who put you up to this? Sariel? Gortash?
The blame and the pleasure belong solely to me. A fine wizard I was, and a fine jester too, imprisoned for one night after a delightful rash of debauchery. The spirit of a prankster had always dwelled in me. The game laid before you is born of jest, wizardry, and whiskey.
Go on, ask your riddles then. Get them out of the way.
Then we begin. I fly, but not through the sky. I say goodbye at night and hello in the morning. I am part of you and follow wherever you go. I wear only black and run from the light, yet without it, I couldn't exist. Who am I?
I was going to say time, but time is not even there. So it would be, oh, it would be Shadow. It's Shadow. I fly, but not through the sky. I say goodbye at night and hello in the morning. I'm part of you. Yeah, it's Shadow. Yeah.
Very good. Your freedom is nigh. And now, the second riddle. I am beaten and battered, but never break. My crown has felt the strike of endless blades, yet I can never move. I never sweat, even when the summertide sun shines upon me. Who am I?
Right, so the last one was a shadow, innit? That one was easy, but let me just think on this one for a second there. What'd you say your name was again? Marvin? Give me a second, Marvin. Beaten and battered, but never break. My crown has felt the strike of endless blades, yet I can never move. I never sweat, even when the summertide sun shines upon me. Who am I? I think an anvil, because it says never move. I mean, a king and a shield, they move. An anvil can also be picked up and moved, but it's bloody heavy. Because, yeah, beaten and battered like a blacksmith's anvil, you never break, and felt the strike of endless blades. Shields can break. I'm going to go for anvil. Well, that should be a bloody anvil, isn't it, Marvin?
An anvil indeed. You make me most proud. It is
Oi, oi.
time to depart. Are you ready, madam?
Yes, please. Teleport me to safety. Get me out of this bloody place, Marvin. Please, thank you.
Freedom is yours. Savor it, for there is no gift that cannot be reclaimed or ravaged. Away!
Oh, God. Hang on. All right, hold on. Fucking hell. All right, hold on. Give me my stuff. Oh, shit. Stealth check, stealth fails. Wait, what the fuck? Councillor Floric. And I've lost my invisibility now because of chest.
Excuse.
Okay, so the fists aren't in a jail cell. They are... Okay. We'd get teleported right in front of them. Oh god, this is gonna be risky. Okay, fugitive. This fugitive will be attacked on sight by Wyrm's Rock prison guards and arrested by other guards in the fortress.
Got it.
What if we do a prison break and we free them? How do I... Well, we just let this turn tick down. How do I talk to Floric through the bars? Probably wait until there we go. I'll probably wait until I have my other characters, right? Like Will and Mapo Gnome. Because I reckon we could come into this place and check it out. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
The guard prepares to attack. Fugitives are to be killed on sight.
Alright, I really should have been in turn-based mode. Okay, that's alright. Karlach just hasn't equipped anything either, but he's hastened, so it's 2 turns. So Karlach's about to show you the fuckers the meaning of pain. This box of fireworks thing. What if it's like... Maybe... We do. We got an idea for the fireworks thing. got an idea for the fireworks thing. First and foremost, I'm getting out of here. Temporarily hostile is great, isn't it? Should probably do that. Karlach wouldn't need to murder these fists. Okay, that's not good. Just wait till I get my throwing spear on. Hey. I'm getting a taste of my own medicine in regards to that, which is really fun. I really want to put this down. To shove you over there. Get away from me. Back off. I'm gonna put this here. Oh! I put it on the fire, so it did work. It automatically just went off, and now they're color spread. That actually did work. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so that's how the fire works. It works like, I guess, like a barrel, and then you can like throw shit at it, which is amazing. There you go. Now that's fun. Now we were going for non-lethal. This fire elemental. Will the elemental disappear when the summoner is taken out? Alright.
Well, well. Look what we have to do.
The answer is no. So we now take it out. Prepare to throw spear. Karlach is prepped for this combat encounter. Why is the counselor in the jail cell though? Oh, mass cure wounds. You need to stop that right now. He's still knocked out. Prison break. Sorry, guards. Alright, that works for me, actually. That works for me, I'll have you know. Here you go, you lot. We did kill one because throwing the weapon, you know, it's gonna do that, isn't it? I only have. Oh man. Oh man.
Barely got a moment's sleep last night.
This show is just. It's really beautiful. She's doing such a good job with those hips. I wish Karlach was here to see this. What do you reckon, Will? She's taken some time. Hopefully she'll be okay. Oh, don't worry about her, darling. She'll be fine. She probably got caught up with an old friend. She'll be back soon. Listen here, you sack of shite. Let me out of here. Let me the fuck out of here. I didn't ask for this, mate. Get me out! I will not grovel, you asshole. Oh, lethargic. Oh, God. Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing attacking Floric? Floric, join the fight. Oh, God, I'm breaking out Floric all of a sudden. Why? Oh, my God, dude. Floric just catching strays now. What in the world? Bloody hell, you guys. Back off, will ya? Alright, you've knocked out. Sorry about your fist mate that died. But listen, mate, I've got to get out of here. It's a bloody misunderstanding, you understand? Oh. My God, Floric. She got nothing. Oh, you're okay. I'm immune to being hypnotized. Don't do that. I'm out here too. Alright. He's knocked out. I can't lockpick that gate, so I can't really do much about this whole fire elemental that's gone crazy. I'll try and attack him through the bars. There we go. I got him through the bars. Jesus Christ. Alright. Now hold on a second. I gotta find a key to this place. Alright. Key found. Fuck, I guess I'm breaking Floric out on my own. Alright, give me a sec, Floric, I'll be with you in a moment. I've got a bunch of stuff. I got some keys, there we go.
On it.
Do we free the skeleton?
We shall speaketh at the most promising hour, but never ere.
Okay, you want me to take? You want to come with me? Can't pick up too heavy. Top of the skull is cracked with a lattice of shallow fractures. All right, mate. Well, thanks for helping me. You've been a champion. All right, let's take a look around before we break out of here. Really should have just ran away and escaped, but I just really couldn't bear the thought of that, could I? Let me gulp down a couple of these. I don't know if I'm going to just short rest on my own right now. Ah, there we go. Let's take a look around. I feel sorry for this lot that are going to wake up and they've lost their bloody friend in an accident. Why can't I pick you up? Can't pick. Oh, because they're knocked out. They're not dead.
Hello.
All right, mate. Let's hide this one. You know, don't go looking for this guy. All right. He's dead. Okay. Now, you know, it would be great if I could lock that. Alright. I'll be back for you, Floric. We're going to have a chat with, Otto. Oh, get out of here, whatever you did.
What do you want?
Prison break. I hope you didn't do anything really, really bad. Not your attitude, that's for certain, mate.
You're the one pestering old men in cages. Now scram with your sourpuss. You're disturbing my sitting time. Oh, for Balduran's sake, leave an old man in peace.
Wow, you really don't want out, huh? With your rotten fish? Alright, Otto, I'll leave the door open for you. Don't commit any more crimes. Right, let's have a chat, shall we? You casted Hypnotic Pattern on me.
You're too late. It's over.
I wish that Will and Mapo Gnome and everyone was here, but this is the nature of the game. We got thrown in jail. Counselor, what happened to you?
The Steel Watch happened. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to older Ravengard's husk, empty as a stare. A tadpole's puppet. Nothing more. He spoke in accusations. Apostasy, conspiracy, sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns.
Not if I can bloody help it. I'm breaking you out. Baldur's Gate needs you. Ravengard needs you. Or, pathetic, I'm getting you out so I can beat some sense into you. My intimidation proficiency. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna beat some sense into you, Floric. Where's that fighting spirit, Counselor?
I'll give you credit. I'm drowning in tears, and you hold out a fist. Alder would have done the same. When the people need a miracle, he said, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do. Unlock my cell. Escort me out of Wyrm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades.
Nice. Agreed. I'll find a way to unlock your cell.
Hurry.
Okay. Now... Okay. Oh, man. How many more guards are there going to be? Well, we're no longer a fugitive, right? Yeah, we're no longer a fugitive, so we should just be able to walk out and they'll just be like... They've forgotten about us by now. And then they'll be like, who the hell was in here? And then they're going to be like, oh, fuck, Otto. Otto turns out he's actually a mass murderer, serial killer. And they're like, oh my God, Otto got out and killed them all and then just sat in his cell. Right? What's in here? Bloody bedroll. There a way out? Just nothing in here. Alright. In that case, let's get you out.
Keep focused. We can talk once I'm free.
Alright, mate. Let's get you to safety. Okay, so... Oh, Floric, I'm going to have one hell of a story to tell the lads when I get out of here. I'll tell you that much. Well, let's get to him. Prison entrance. Okay. Once we're out of the actual prison area itself, then we should be okay in it. I've got the key to the storage room. We might find something good in there. Is there anyone in here? Be careful. I think we're good. Nice. Okay. Anything else you got in this storage room? A lot of shitty moldy food, but then occasionally some really nice, not shitty food. I do love that idea of that skull teleporting you to the evidence chest with haste and invisibility. That was fun. Couldn't help myself. Needed to have a look around. Also, seeing Floric in a jail cell, you can't exactly ignore that, can you? Alright. Got some bloody supplies. Let's get out of here. Wherever Bright Moon is sleeping. Okay. Here we go. So let's have a look. Record of prisoners charged before the people of Baldur's Gate. Memorandum from the Honourable Lord Enver Gortash. Let no prisoner be released from neither their cell nor Wyrm's Rock proper without my explicit consent. Presume every detainee an absolute a spy until they provide me substantial evidence to the contrary. Baldur's Gate must be kept secure. Earspoon, indecent exposure, absolved and released with prejudice on order of Lord Gortash. So, there you go. Otto Ott, drunken and disorderly conduct, again, detained, not a mass murderer. However, Councillor Floric, treason, sedition, incitement of discontent, and detained awaiting execution. I'll take that, mate. No evidence of that being done now, is there? Alright, let's get you out of here.
Lord Gortash has been expecting your arrival. Please hold a moment.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city.
Your city? Gortash, you fuck.
By the Black Hand, I'd recognize that voice anywhere. Karlach, it's been an eternity. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Looks like he wants to see us after all.
Oh my god. Apocalypse just gets inspired into Wyrm's Rock without a pass or invitation. Jesus Christ. So Apocalypse feels a tingling in his worm, in his tadpole. He goes, oh, wait a minute. What the hell was that? Gortash is literally just like, Karlach, my old friend. Come hang out. I'm getting inaugurated. Oh my god. Jesus. I love having Lord Gortash on a bunch of next to a bunch of wanted posters.
Wanted, Iron Hand gnomes. Wanted, party of adventurers with designs against the city. Armed and dangerous, approach with caution.
Who could that be?
Wanted, the Stone Man, leader of a dangerous criminal enterprise. Reported to travel with a mouse.
What?
To the Flaming Fist. A bonus of 10 silver on successful recruitment of friends or acquaintances to our ranks. Let none transgress on this blessed day. Lord Gortash's ceremony will proceed without hindrance. Non-compliance will be punished.
Okay, so we made it to Wyrm's Rock Fortress and we're invited to Gortash's inauguration upstairs. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, God. Oh, man. All right. There's quite a few things that we have to do here. We learn Gortash is currently being ordained as Archduke of Baldur's Gate. This could be Karlach's chance to confront him. God, are we gonna do... Karlach just confronts him alone, splitting the party like crazy.
Keep focused. We can
All
talk
right.
once.
I'll get out of here. Just hold on a sec.
Your officialness. We broke down the door.
Right. Well, I have the portal, but I feel like we should take the take the time to try and make our way back. Baal cult resurgence. Oh my god. A report by Devella Fountainhead, pursuant to an investigative order from Blaise Liara Porter, cross-indexing of points of similarity in unsolved murders in Baldur's Gate leads to the inescapable conclusion that we are witnessing a resurgence of the cult of the murder god Baal. As the textbooks tell us, over 100 years ago, during the 1360s, the criminal organization known as the Iron Throne was taken over by a brutal new leader, Sarevok Anchev. This Sarevok proved to be what is called a Baal spawn, and with the powers granted by his semi-divine blood, he nearly brought ruin upon the entire city before his defeat, known by the hero known as Gorian's Ward. After that, the Iron Throne was brought down, the Baal temple was suppressed, and the murder cult receded into the background. Now, however, Corpses that bear the hallmark of Bhaalist murders are once again being discovered in Baldur's Gate streets, several per 10 day, and the rate is increasing. Citizens are anxious, some on the verge of panic, and the proud Flaming Fist corpse, which usually depends on a show of force to disencourage criminal activity, now finds our usual methods unsuccessful. The location of the old Baal temple in the ruins of the Undercity has now been lost, so a raid is out of the question. Recommendation: a Baal murder response force should be organized as soon as feasible to provide a visible reaction to the cultist incursions in the lower city. Wonderful.
Are they going to arrest us?
A lot of fists up here. We're going to get out of here. We'll come back here with the party, with the team.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Oh man. So which direction is the audience chamber? There. Oh my god. Okay. I'll be back. Oh my god.
Lord Gortash. This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out.
I'll be sure to tell Will that you say hello.
When the flames roared loudest, you pulled me to safety. Most would have let me burn. I won't forget it. I will travel to the upper city. Find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
Nice. Ally found, mate. And folk hero diplomatic rescue. Save Councillor Floric from Wyrm's Rock. Gather your allies. Alright. Oh, hey, Steel Watchers.
To meet my mother and father.
More of those, and I'm gonna spew.
God, no.
Without altering stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
I made it back. Fellas, I'm coming. Get back into this place. Oh my god. You there, Hoots Hooligan. That bloody drink was nuts.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye.
Honey, I tried that, and let me tell you, never again. Have a good day. Fellas, oh gods, you'll never know. You'll never be able to guess what just happened to me. It's a long story, and I feel like we should do that over a rest. What do you say, team? Have you had your fun with Queen Roll the Despoiler? Let's get out of here. Alright, give me 1 second. So, what we're gonna do after that absolute madness is Karlak's gonna catch the group up on everything that just happened.
Always good to talk, my friend.
And then we can talk to Will about some Stelmane stuff.
Darling?
Darling, where have you fucking been? God damn.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion.
All right, we're all back together again. Now, we have been invited to the inauguration upstairs. Now, the whole concept of an inauguration taking place and time in the game moving is funny when you think of it in a video game perspective. Because if our characters were to, like, long rest, right? Does the inauguration get skipped? You know? That's something that I'm not sure about. Should we just go straight there? You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we could just go straight there or if we should maybe just allow it to, you know, just exist as a quest, and hopefully that'll be okay. Regardless, I got Karlak back with the rest of the party in one piece. and only a fist or two died in the process. Councillor Floric got saved, and we got to do a prison break, so that was so fun. Okay. As we find ourselves back at Sharessa's Caress, after I've taken a break myself, we are going to explore Sharessa's Caress. That's the plan. We will talk with Arthur about the blackmail thing. We can mention findings to investigate of Valeria. Maybe see what's happening in this section here. I don't know if we'll participate in the pleasure of Sharessa's Caress at this point. I think we'll hold off on anything like that. We've got Voss somewhere in Sharessa's Caress. I don't know which room he would be in. But then we also see that Wyrm's Rock Fortress has entering the audience hall, confronting Lord Gortash. So there is an inauguration. I'm scared to go past events as they've cropped up with resting, especially if there's like, today's a blessed day and I'm getting inaugurated. So it'd be like kind of similar to, you know, Joaquin's rest literally being on fire. So I think we'll try and be sensible and not long rest and make sure that we do have a look at this inauguration. I'm just a little bit worried about going too far, you know, and maybe losing some things. But I think we should be, fine. So we're gonna walk in here and have a chat with Arthur Gregorio.
9 hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now?
I found the explosive toy bears you donated to the refugees.
What? How? 9 hells. Whatever you think, you know. I'm sure some gold would help you to forget.
If I were after gold, I would have gutted you and taken it.
Please don't. What do you want from me? It's not my fault. I was forced to do this. Framed even. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. And they're definitely going to kill me now.
They? Who's this they?
I can't tell you. I won't tell you.
Tell me who they are, or you'll be dead before they even get to you. And we get some painful DCs with a lot of these checks. I need to have Karlak do the talking for me for these intimidation checks. Damn, did not even need the Bardic Inspiration. So, like, I know that I can talk to these characters as any one of my companions. It's just hard for me to think about that in the moment, and I'm just my silly little guy down here doing the work. Especially for like performance checks and charisma and persuasion checks. Like, I could have Will do all the talking for us in the group, and maybe I'll try and actively do something like that, especially being in Baldur's Gate where we have characters that are associated with this location quite heavily. It could work in our favor. See how we go.
All right. Just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment. My greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak. But there's more. Smoke powder inside the device. I collect packages from Valoga's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to, because I have to. Otherwise, they'll kill me.
Still haven't told me who they are.
I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there, tell them Uncle Felogia sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering. A pass granting you access to the lower city.
I already have access to the lower city, do I not? Aren't I? I'm currently in the lower city. What's this? Bribery? The only place you're going is prison.
You can't be serious. They'll find me. A cell won't keep me safe. They run this city.
At least in a prison, there'll be walls to break through before anyone can get to you. Unless they pay off the guards, of course. Now this is a DC 18. This is so rough. This is me trying to not kill a man in cold blood in Sharess's Caress. And I'm gonna burn through all my bardic inspirations doing it this way. I'll get Eagle's Splendor instead. Wow. Very good pickings of dice rolls there. A 1 or a 3. That's what I get, I guess. Let's give it another go. Let's give it one more go. Thank you.
All right, I'll go. But if I'm found hanging in my cell, it'll be on your conscience.
Would killing you be on my conscience too, buddy? Hey, child safety apocalypse is inspired. We saved them kids. Expose Arthur for his booby trap toys. So there you go. I got one of my inspirations back. I got 2 of my inspirations back. Which one was that? Innocence Lost, Toymaker's Mischief. Thank you. Worth it. Yeah, I'll try and get into the habit of being like, having like Karlach do talking for intimidation, or Will for, you know, persuasion or something like that.
I have something.
What's your chapeau?
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
Fiddling, eh? Alright, let's speak with Queen Roller the Despoiler now. We watched her for so long, we may as well applaud her.
I barely got a moment's sleep last night.
You can stare as much as you like.
No. Oh, trust me, the 3 of my 4 did.
Version of High House of Wonders again.
We'll be back for the Drow twins. We've got Raphael upstairs. We've got Valeria. Hopefully they're not going anywhere, because I would love to continue our Sharess's Caress business. Let's speak with Valeria.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something.
Hopefully I don't have to persuade you on anything. I don't think you'll be wanting to listen to my face, but this is serious. I've been investigating a murder. I may not look like a detective, but I'm a damn good one, and I've found new evidence, investigator.
Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
I found a lot of things. Father Lorgan's murder is just one part of a bigger plot. I found the murder weapon you missed in a tunnel under the temple. I found another body in the Flophouse nearby, which I think is related. I actually spoke to Brugor's spirits, so a red-clad dwarf killed them both. A group of shape-shifting assassins run to the temple, along with more murder victims. So, take your pick. Should we go through all of these, or should I ask, who's Devella?
My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found?
Well,
Gods.
it's...
Stelmane is really gone then.
And they're connected. Father Lorgan's murder is just one part of a bigger plot. A Baal plot.
A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory?
Well, I'll tell you about the murder target list if you want.
Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city.
Right, so we're not actually in the lower city. Oh my god, this is great. And we got a pass.
What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
There you go, we got a pass another way. But I had so many dialogue options. I love that there's so many ways you could go around that. Not on my watch. There were so many options that we could have taken with the things that we found. That's great. Archducal Coronation Admission Pass, signed by Gortash himself, and scented like vanilla and rosewood, will get us into the coronation ceremony. And the holder of this pass is permitted to enter the city of Baldur's Gate. The pass bears the wax and seal of Investigator Valeria. So, Southspan Checkpoint, Wyrm's Crossing. Okay, so this is not actually the city because... Yes. Okay. Does that mean... Man, the lower city would be a whole other map then, wouldn't it? Jesus. I'm just getting lost and turned around in this place in a good way. Absolutely love it. There's just so much choice at our fingertips in who we can talk to, which direction we can go, what we can do, that I'm like kind of losing my mind a little bit about that. I'm like, oh, what do we do? First, we speak to Kira the cat. One thing at a time, guys.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering.
Oh, this should be the one time that rope in this game actually has a use. You're like a toy for a cat. Try and pet the cat. You have to earn being able to pet a cat. You can't just pet a cat. Your glorious tail can trip an unsuspecting servant with the grace of an empress.
Oh, you flatterer. But you are, of course, correct. My tail is quite the marvel. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved.
Well, we know about that, so I don't need to ask about that. I guess we'll learn about the Drow twins this way, and what are your thoughts on the clientele as a whole?
That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me. He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent.
Love that, Raphael. Do I want to know about who's through those fancy curtains?
The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are.
Love how they're like, they are siblings. It is pretty gross. This place is disgusting. But they're attractive twins. What a dilemma. What's that shady pair over there whispering about then?
Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink.
Incredible. Good cat situation. Not to leave out Raphael's sex life. Oh man. Alright, which one of you is going to romance the devil? Is it going to be you, Will? Are you going to pledge yourself to another devil in a different way? Okay, so thinking about this situation, we have a room here. We have Raphael and Voss. We have the Harpers at the Dancing Axe. So we'll have to put Jahira in our party for that one. And we also came across a Worm's Crossing. You know, we kind of got out instead of going in. Whatever the hell Karlak got up to when she drunk that that hooch.
Dinner with my parents, remember?
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job.
How do you say it like that? Yeah. I mean, that's a tool trader, alright.
Whatever you're working on, hope that fixes it for you. Whether you're getting hammered or getting...
Ah, the voices! The voices!
On with you then.
Okay.
You're good to go.
We've been preemptively approved.
Keep it moving.
Alright, mate. Let's go witness this inauguration, shall we? Where is it?
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
I guess into the audience hall would be the one. I don't want to go the wrong way and get in trouble.
You could lure them into a dragon's maw if you promise a bag of sweets.
The city.
People aren't stupid, Astarion. They're scared. Gortash provoked a damned war and then promised them safety.
Safety, sweets, it's the same principle.
The awkward gap between them responding to each other when I wait and I go, cool, I guess that's the end, and then they talk. They know. This is a sentient, self-aware game. The city fell under Gortash's charms without him casting nary a spell. Indeed.
Seems simple enough.
Alright, now we're all here together. But I guess Floric has left. Please make your way to the audience chamber. There's nothing up here.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home.
This is the armory, not a bloody open house. Fists only. Now clear off.
What about clowns? I'd like to trade with you.
Trade? Do I look like a shopkeeper? This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist.
I still have my Eagle Splendor on. Lord Gortash himself told me to speak with you about my requirements. Were you not informed?
Course I bloody wasn't. Too busy ordering more of those mechanical monstrosities to tell me. I suppose you can take a look, but make it quick.
Man, it is hilarious when I get Astarion and Will approving of something at the same time. Just makes me laugh. Just +1 gear, gold, supplies, boiled beholder eye stalks, which is great. Love that. Let me just get that just cause I can. Anything special in here though, or is it's just kind of good enchanted things? Good enchanted things. Smoke powder arrows, which is always fun. I don't think I've got a lot of stuff to sell at this time, but you have a bucket. Karlak picked that up. And a couple of weapons. These all came from your own prison, but you know, we'll keep that between ourselves. Here's a dog collar too. Who knows if you'll end up needing that. Thank you very much.
Stay sharp, stranger. In these times, all we can trust are the blades in our hands.
Nothing's not for sale. Bloody hell. Convince the Flaming Fist to trade with you. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing pretty good on the inspo front, I'll tell you that much. If only we could, I can see why there's a maximum. We'd be sitting on quite the pile. Okay, autosave. Let's try this. Hello?
Please, me.
Hello?
Does it really matter?
Lady Durenbold's bodyguard, Lady Oberyn's bodyguard, Waiter James, Lord Janeth's bodyguard, Lord Amber's bodyguard, Lady Durenbold, Lord Shattershield's attendant, Lord Porter's attendant, you know, Mizora. What the hell? Okay, well, I'll speak to you first. Zariel's protection. When attacked, Mizora will disappear to the Hells and return after a minute. Level 12 feet.
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Mizora, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Wyrm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
Okay. Okay.
Look, I'm all for Gortash, but those clankers, they don't sit right with me.
Because they do your job better than you and without complaining. It is unnerving.
Imagine where we'd be without them. The city would be overrun. They're all that's keeping this cult at bay.
He has a point. They make people feel safe, if nothing else.
Ha! You hear this? Tell my friends how safe you feel with those metal giants stamping about.
Well, you shouldn't trust them. They'll turn on all of you eventually.
You've been reading too many picture books.
Lord Gortash himself is the one pulling their strings. We're all better off for it.
Yeah, that's actually the truth, but not in the way that you think.
Lord Shattershield says Gortash won't be letting outsiders in. Good thinking, you ask me.
Hell's hallows. The ceremony's gone on for days, seems like.
Okay, that gives me the vibe that maybe you could long rest and actually you'd be fine. Is that like a cheeky dialogue mention that it's like, man, it feels like it's been so long. I don't want to risk it though.
Lady Alia says jump, and I jump. That's the way of things.
Yeah, I can tell that that's the type of person that you are.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of... Oh, you're not the master. Just as well.
Is your master a short king, as I am? Speak to the rest of the bodyguards.
Hush. Patriarchs are upstairs. Lord Janeth could call for me at any moment.
Alright.
Cult army on the march, killer on the loose, and Mistress Dorenbold still drags me hither and thither.
You hear? My lady says Absolute's army's on the march. There's watchers. We'll hold the line. You best believe.
Head up, chest out. Lord Portier could descend any moment.
Lord, Archduke, God. I'll call Gortash what he wants. Long as Lord Chatshield pays me for all this waiting around.
Halfling wizard, let's go. I love that Shadow Shield's bodyguards are the short ones. Slip of poison in.
Broth's bubbling, no time to talk.
Let's poison the food, quick.
Lord Gortash is...
Sorry, these dukes are working me to the bone.
Okay. I believe it is now time. Mizora just standing there, just being like, I'm having a great time. Whoa. Okay, journal updates available. Gortash is protected by the Steel Watch. If we want to make a move against him, we should figure out how to deal with them first and disable the Steel Watch. We need to figure out how to disable them. Oh, yes, of course. They're giant goddamn clankers, for lack of a better term. We need Clone Wars to happen. I'll get the clone troopers. This feels like I'm about to witness a Land's Meat level scenario. Look how important this looks. We have Lord Patrick Amber, Lord Hayril Birch, Lady Silifrey Sashenstar, Lord Millen Tillerton, Lady Ruth Lineker, Lord Sarkin Earmain, Lady Frida Oberon, Lord Raylan Janeth, Duke Dylan Portier, Lady Beatrice Provost, Lady Madeline Whitburn, Lord Meyer Ravenshade, and over here we have Baron Callum Bormel, Lady Alice Belt, Lady Alia Durenbold, Lord Rugger Shattershield, there he is, Shorty with his short bodyguards, Lady Eschvelt Guthmere, Admiral Pale Hull Holland, Lady Winstra Hull Holland, and Lord Randall Vamas. Fancy hat, sir. I like these. Should we sit on the bench? Where do we go in this arrangement? Should we just walk up to Lord Enver Gortash, the Archduke nominee, and Duke Ulder Ravengard, who's just having a great time? We're gonna have a very unfortunate family reunion in the fact that he's got a worm in his brain, just like us.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlak. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Lead the charge. Yeah, let's go in. It'll be a great time. I may as well be wearing a clown outfit. Will is right. We attack Gortash and Ravengard falls too, and none of us want that.
Fine. I'll wait for now.
But that prick Gortash is going to pay.
Yes.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlak, come and say a proper hello.
Bro.
pay respect. You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend.
Hey! They're short jokes.
As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
Damn, that's crazy. And one that he would, is like not surprising that he would try and make too, because it's like, we're all fucked if this elder brain breaks out of its control. Like, they went and enslaved an elder brain and were like, this is fine. You break that Netherstone Trinity, everyone goes down. You start getting the villains here being desperate and trying to make deals to prevent that from happening. And we know why the crown is failing. A piece of the puzzle is now in our hands, but we'll ask it anyway. Why is the crown failing, Gortash? Enlighten me.
It's not. But it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command.
Okay.
When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. The Crown's magic turned the brain into something the world has never seen. A nether brain. Its power is immense. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again.
So we squish it. I'm not interested in bargaining with the likes of you.
The likes of you stand to benefit from the likes of me. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Bhaal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her.
Yes. What are you getting at?
Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know. She's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does.
She watching right now?
Contains all 3 Netherstones. She'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
Damn. You want me to believe you mean no harm to this city?
I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Nipun?
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
I'm glad Karlak chimes in, and I'm also glad that Will mentions something, at least in regards to the father. And Mapo Gnome really needs to work on his FaceTime face. He's like, the Emperor's in my head. You need to learn to keep your cool, man. It literally looks like we're being communicated with by an Illithid Emperor. And I do agree with the Emperor in the sense that we can make this pact. We can always break the pact ourselves in a moment that is more opportune, less public-facing like this. So we can make it work to our advantage for now. But, like, literally no one can be trusted. Examine Gortash's body language and expressions. Can you trust him? And even the, you know, even the Emperor seems to think so.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
That's nuts. Well, that's gotta be an evil way to finish the game. Uniting the Netherstones with Gortash and ruling as the Absolute. I'm here to squash brains and make brain jelly of that nether brain, and I'm going to add you onto that pile, sir. So, as allies, it seems none of you can be trusted. You, Oren, Ketherick.
So Ketherick was ready to betray our alliance too. I can't say it comes as a surprise, but you should know this. I initiated this plot. I brought Ketherick and Orin together to create the Absolute. They knew this would only work if we stood united and coordinated our powers. Their ambition blinded them to reason. I don't suffer the same affliction. In short, you can trust me.
And the insight check also proves that. But again, the Emperor's words, we can break the pact if it does not serve us. I don't see us going through with, at the end of the day, being allies, right? But we can have it serve us for now. Even though Gortash and Orin have come in quite late to the game as like established villains, even Ketherick to an extent, but obviously we got a nice little introduction to him first. They do make themselves very quickly very compelling, very engaging characters, and very different. We have an agent of chaos with Orin, and we have a lord, you know, in control of a city with Gortash. And I'm really excited to pursue these avenues with these characters and to see where they end up. I will say I'll defeat Orin, and we shall be allies. You have my oath, because we will defeat Orin. That is the truth. And I'll come for you next, but you don't need to know that right now.
Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun.
This isn't going to end well. Mark my words.
I understand your concerns, my old friend. But allow me to demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
Take that with a grain of salt. This is Gortash we're talking to.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived.
Damn. Well, this is going to be our opportunity for a long rest then, isn't it? Holy shit. Well, we thought about it. We had the conversation with our party members about the concept or the idea of that happening. We're going to have to interrogate all of our party members and find out. And then we need to ask the question, what happens to the person that's been replaced if they've been taken? Yeah, that's... But there's also Isabel and Dame Aelin, and there's that kid there. Oh, what if it's the kid? Oh, but the Grub the cat seemed to be Grub the cat seemed to be pretty chill. Oh, that is an interesting thought. All right, let's think about this. It's Withers, of course. How am I supposed to find Oren if she can change her form so easily?
Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal.
Read about it.
That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies.
The way that all of these other quest lines interlink with each other as well in a really natural way just feels so satisfying. Like, so many things feel part of an interconnected narrative, even when it's a day at the circus and you're just hanging out in this area. There's obviously things happening in the background you're not yet aware of that is connected. And even when there's stuff that's, you know, side questy and away from the main stuff, it's all handled just so incredibly well. I constantly get just so impressed going through this game and the sequence of events. The murder mystery being tied to the Baal stuff is really, really fun. I can't wait for that. So we read about the history of this temple. They're like, we can't find it. It was lost. But I guess that's where we're going. You, Orin, Ketheric, the brain. What was your plan?
First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorpe. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God.
I'll say one thing about this scene that we're currently doing in terms of dialogue. I wish that Gortash said, hey, a moment, everyone. I need to go have a word with an old friend. And we went to a room away from prying eyes and ears because we're in a room where there is a huge echo and Gortash is just announcing everything and he's going, la, 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 la. And there are people hanging out nearby, citizens and lords and ladies, all within earshot, all witness to this echo through this chamber. I do wish that instead there was like, hey, I will return in a moment for, you know, my inauguration. I just need to have a private conversation. That part is like taking me out of it a bit because I'm like, there are people that can definitely listen to this nearby. Oh man, it would be useful to have Gale here too for information about this because he's like, man, I want to find out what the hell's going on. Where in the nine hells did you find a powerful artifact like the crown?
Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that.
Okay. I've heard enough. Am I free to go?
Soon. First, come and be witness as I make history. The first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Fine. Let's get it over with.
You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Damn, not even a single clap. Not even a single clap of applause for his inauguration.
He looks the exact same as he did 10 years ago. Fancy a coat, I suppose. The Archduke of Baldur's Gate. What a sham. You don't really intend to be his ally, do you?
Of course not. No, but he doesn't need to know that.
Fair enough. Now that he's within reach, I don't intend to let him slip away.
I was really hoping that that would get the Karlach approval back to be like, don't worry about it. Guys, look! Our relationship with Astarion, it's getting up there. Slowly but surely it's working its way up there. Because we taken him through here. He's had a lot to approve of, which is great, isn't it? God, look at all these yellow dots on my map. It's overwhelming.
Archduke Gortash, man of the people. The right people.
Okay.
An Archduke! Finally someone who can stand up to those wretched absolutists.
Ravengard has not once failed this city. If he trusts Gortash, then so do I.
All these NPCs do look great, though.
The Steel Watch has made an impenetrable fortress out of the Sword Coast's crown jewel. I can't think of a better endorsement for Gortash than that.
I take it back.
What glory our city, and what glory its future.
Buttery voice there, mate. Oh, can we speak with Ravengard?
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn.
Devil General Will, the Blade of Frontiers. Oh, man. He's brainwashed, so none of this is really going to help. By the gods, what have they made of the city's great hero?
What is a hero, if not an actor for the greater good?
The greater
Fraygo
good.
Suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. Gortash and I will ignite the final spark, and that, true soul, is the greatest of goods.
No. This isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Tyrill's first and only grand city.
Damn. That's a strong tadpole in there. Call on your tadpole. Explore Ravengard's uncertainty. Nice. Imagine if I rolled a 1.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
So, the real man is still in there. Somewhere.
Have we finished then?
I won't pick that just to not take the risk of, you know, things going crazy.
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words, like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
That's the Blade of Frontiers. And could it be true, Duke Stelmane allied with the Emperor?
Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
Did you know Stelmane very well back in the day?
I met her twice. The first time I was a boy of 7 or 8 at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim, I asked Father later. No, he said, a stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
I sense there's something more to this story. Oh, wow. Hey, Will, thanks for your eagle splendor. Hey-ya!
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say.
Gone before her time, it sounds like. What a tragedy.
Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Very good talk.
So, we have a shape changer at our camp. Good luck finding her. You could watch out for anyone acting strangely, but, well, you know the lunatics we camp with.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. I guess we can assume that it's not people that are currently in the party with us.
Hey, you.
Especially with how genuine the three of these characters have interacted. Imagine if it was Karlach. I would, especially after Oren giving Karlach and I that little love test. Jesus.
An imposter in our camp. We must identify them. And quickly. Without trust, our fellowship is doomed to wither and die.
Karlach doesn't mention, like, this line of dialogue, though, about the imposter.
What's on your mind?
So now I'm like, oh, that's an odd thing out of these three so far.
Dearest Karlach, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your camp.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me?
Were you hoping for something else? A word of wisdom? A hug?
Thanks to you, I don't hope for things anymore. I just take whatever it is I want. See you soon, motherfucker.
You most certainly will. Kill Orin and take her Neverstone. Find me in my office upstairs when it's done, and do not return until it is done.
Jesus. That was nuts. Okay. Karlach's line.
Good day to you.
I may speak only to my lord. Terribly sorry.
Atriar's journal. The minutes of the most recent meeting of Baldur's Gate Parliament of Peers. It includes a full roll call and a single proposal for consideration, including the naming of Gortash as Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Yeas 22 and 1 abstained. Resolved, the Parliament of Peers declares its intention to name Lord Enver Gortash as Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Resolved, Duke Ulder Ravengard shall perform the investiture in Wyrm's Rock Fortress. And resolved, the Parliament of Peers and the Council of Four shall be dissolved at the completion of investiture. Was the abstained Floric, maybe, perhaps? I don't know. And just abstained by not being here and being in prison instead.
Fetch me a bottle, and be quick about it.
Away, if you please. I am here at the service of Lady Birch.
Away, if you please. Oh god, we're in a really unfortunate part of the camera here, where I poke it outside for a brief moment, and as a result, deletes the world.
Ravengard freed from the Hells. Archduke Gortash secures our borders. Baldur's Gate's future is bright indeed.
Oh, you guys have no idea.
The Absolute's blight will be a hard one to cure. Gortash is the Archduke for the job.
Yeah, these guys are crazy. Alright, let's head back, shall we? There is places to explore, but unfortunately not allowed to do so. So I guess we're going down. What a chat, though, and what a scene. Okay, Mizora, what do you want now?
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated.
What are you playing at, devil?
Rude. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
He's just gonna restructure the contract.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning?
To keep you enslaved, my boy. Where's Gortash taken your father, do you think?
I couldn't even fathom a guess. Though, I doubt we'll need to wait long for answers. Let's make camp when we're able. Mizora will be waiting. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Okay.
What happens next is out of our hands.
Well, we've done the Archduke's inauguration. We were in fear of missing it, so we've made sure to get it out of the way. We now will save again. I feel so stressed at this point of the game, so I'm just like saving. We're going to talk to everyone, including people that aren't companions.
I brought my own paring knife, and now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
Oren does have a knife, right? It's that, like, dagger. And she just needs ingredients. What, all of our bodies? All of our bodies? What do you reckon? All right.
Please, don't look at me.
Grub. Are you just covering for Yenna, who's actually Oren, and there's no mother at all? She's been in our... We let her into this camp.
A devil will come for her due. Mizora is no different. Whatever it is she comes to offer, whatever choice Will makes, someone will suffer. Count on it.
Lae'zel looks great in Ketheric's armor, doesn't she?
I'm listening.
Okay. Lae'zel seems like Lae'zel.
I had no wish to lose Will, but my, it would have been nice to flush her into the colony's flesh pit.
Huh? I had no wish to lose Will. I think... Oh, he's talking about Mizora specifically, because we're in the Mizora devil-related dialogue. Gotcha.
Ask it.
You fought the Temple of Baal before. Would you be able to find it again?
You speak of a battle more than a century past. Baal's minions led us through a maze in the Undercity, older than Baldur's Gate itself. We paid little mind to the path ahead, let alone how we might return, or that we would return at all. Still, the Undercity shifts. We might search down there. Or better yet, find a Bhaalist to lead us.
Yeah, we'll have Jaheira with us for the Harpers and going down with the Oren stuff. I think that would be a good choice. Jaheira seems like Jaheira with that in mind. It would be poetic for Oren to take someone who's familiar with Baal, though. Okay, Shadowheart.
Will ought to know what happened with Mizora. Whatever she has in store for him can't be good. All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
Maybe we should have come to the camp before speaking with Mizora. That would have changed camp dialogue, I don't know.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally?
Withers, are you actually Oren?
Whatever business Will has with Mizora, it will cost him dearly. Or worse still, it will cost us. I hope we can afford it.
Okay.
Mizora schemes with Will's very freedom. He deserves to know what she is up to.
God, you all seem like yourselves.
Keeping very well, I hope?
What do you do now that your father's gone?
Look after my angel, of course. 100. We'll both of us stand...
So they're both just stuck with the same dialogue.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
I don't know if Oren would be able to take over you. What? Okay, well now I have no choice but to speak to the people that are already in my party but at camp.
Always good to talk, my friend.
I don't relish the idea of Mizora visiting our camp, let alone offering us anything resembling a deal. When the devils start approaching you, you know you're in deep.
We've got 2 of them approaching us.
Mizora. I'd take anything she says with a grain of salt. But with her claws as deep in our business as they are, I guess we can't ignore her completely.
Damn, dude. Okay, so this really is like all of our companions seem to have a convincing nature about them of you all seem to be exactly the type of people that I think you are. God, that just stresses me out. Alright, inventory management time, and then we rest. Okay, time to end the day. Mizora time. What an entrance.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me.
Oh.
Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Oh, it's a new contract.
Notum sit in Beator.
Holy hells.
Yeah, because devils have to bear witness to a new contract. Please, introduce me to your friends.
Fina, Cirrus, arbiters for the hells, exemplars of justice.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable.
What are you proposing?
A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid.
Don't waste a step.
So guess whose PC crashed? Mine. Mizora just ended my entire existence. So we'll end the day and we'll do that scene immediately again. And hopefully I'll actually be able to get through that this time. We've got some beautiful devil ladies come to bear witness to the contract.
Fina.
Enough.
Alright, let's get back to where we were. Apologies.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable.
Because she loves what she does, doesn't she? What are you proposing?
A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid.
Okay, don't destroy my PC.
Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose.
Even though it's like we're the one that is choosing. I love that it's like Will in this very crucial moment for him. Beautifully presented, by the way. And I'm here too. And shut up, Karlak. I love Will being like, Mizora, you're an asshole. It's so fun. Jesus Christ. So it is a sacrifice of Will sacrificing himself, eternally bound to Mizora, or the Duke Ravengard, who has been infected with a tadpole. Again, we don't really know if there's an actual cure or a fix for that. We don't know what will happen to him. Baldur's Gate greatest hero, for now, that's what Will can become, you know? The city will need him to help rebuild. I mean, they can't do that when he's a tadpole puppet. We don't know what's going to lie around the corner. What we do know is we at least have Will's freedom on the line. You know, Duke Ravengard's going to die one day, and there will be someone that there will be many people that need to take over for him, you know? But with Will, if he's eternally bound to Mizora, he'll be doing whatever she wants for an eternity, well long after Duke Ravengard has passed. What's crazy is saving your father and doing the right thing put up here, but Will deserves his freedom. What will happen to Will's powers if he breaks the pact?
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
Oh, this is like addendum. Kill the Absolute because I got bloody captured. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies, which is very interestingly worded. Your father dies by his enemy's hand and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Mizora has manipulated Will for his entire life, and I don't wish to see it continue. But it's like what's interesting, by the way, similar to the Shadowheart choice, there isn't trusting Will to make a decision, right? Or like when Lae'zel is speaking to Githyanki and you know, let Lae'zel speak. There isn't a let Will decide, which is kind of strange to me. So if it's up to me, break the pact, Will. You deserve your freedom.
You damned wretch. Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
What? She'll stick around? Is this being added to our allies list now? We left our remaining concerns regarding Duke Ravengard behind us. Mizora gave Will a choice. He could agree to an eternal pact with her and Zariel, and she would reveal where his father's been taken and ensure a safe return. Or he could break his pact with Mizora dooming his father to die in Gortash's secret command center. Will broke the pact, choosing his freedom over his father's life. And I think that is the right choice. We don't know what's going to happen at the best of times. But what we do know is Will is here. Will can do good. Will can be the Blade of Frontiers, you know? He can be the hero that he has always wanted to be. Duke Ravengard has been compromised, infected with a tadpole, and no harm will come to him except for you and your allies. And that just feels monkey paw to me. What if we're forced into a situation where he ends up getting hurt by us, you know? I don't know. It just feels like a way for Mizora to loophole her way into continued submission, into Will's continued submission. And I'm over it. He needed to be freed from that. I don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll see. But it means that Duke Ravengard has done this inauguration and appointed Gortash as Archduke, and then been whisked away and has now been dealt with. But how Gortash will explain that to the people is another thing. Mizora is literally just hanging out across from Dame Aelin, which is crazy. Gather your allies doesn't include Mizora, but she's just here, I guess, because she's clingy and can't let Will go. Even though the pact is broken, she's still like, I think I'll just stay here. I'm genuinely surprised that she's not in Will's camp, his little tent. Now this is heavy. This is a massive choice, you know. Will's father being sacrificed so that he can be free. And unfortunately, it doesn't undo his devilish nature.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mizora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
His full circle moment of like the cost of this devil pact that I feel he was manipulated into in the first place, getting him kicked out of Baldur's Gate, his father shunning him, only wanting his father's approval, coming back in, and it being this choice, this decision that has resulted in his death also. It's a tough one. You are your own man now, Will. It's better this way.
I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Ravengard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something.
Your father's not dead yet, Will. Maybe there's a way to save him.
I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the sticks down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
Summon divine intervention in like the middle of the Mizora thing and summon a god and be like, yeah, no sacrifice. What's our next step then?
We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds and the city from the brain.
Well, we'll see how that goes.
The devil Mizora has made herself quite at home, hasn't she? Do make her feel as unwelcome as you can.
That's funny.
I'm listening.
So they're going to talk about Mizora joining the camp, which Karlak couldn't be too happy about.
I can't believe Will's given up his soul to Zariel. For a father he fell out with ages ago. There's such a thing as being too good. Someone ought to tell Will Ravengard.
Karlach, are you paying attention to what happened there? Were you looking in a different direction? We freed him. He's not eternally bound to Zariel. I wonder what Karlach's dialogue is supposed to be. I'm so happy that Will hasn't given up his soul to Zariel. I mean, it was a father that he fell out with ages ago, you know? Will's earned his freedom. And that's what Karlach said.
What's on your mind?
That's weird. Well, there's a first for everything. I don't think we've ever had a character's response to a situation be the opposite choice before.
I did not know Duke Ravengard that well, but I am sure he would not want his son to become slave to Zariel for his sake. I am sure Will knows that, but we would do well to remind him when his days grow dark.
Absolutely. I hoped we'd find another way to free him from his pact.
Hope. The very hook from which these devils try to hang us. I have no answers. For you or for Will. But if Mizora means to linger with us, I mean to find out if devils do indeed sleep. And just how heavily.
Amazing. That's so cool.
Just what I need.
Will gave up his father to have freedom. An understandable decision. Sacrifices must be made after all. Especially if the old Duke's fall means his rise.
We'll just get a nice little saw blade to cut off those horns. You know, grind it down a little bit. Maybe get some makeup for that face.
Will sacrificed his own father. I hope freedom from the pact is worth it to him.
Yeah, but think of it. An eternity in servitude to Mizora and Zariel. Now, Mizora I can understand, but Zariel, that's too much. Mizora I can fix, you know?
Time and again, Will's plight reinforces my decision not to pursue the path of a warlock. It's one thing to make such a sacrifice in the pursuit of such a pact, but to do so in order to escape one. Truly, it leaves you with nothing.
I mean, you're in a pretty terrible situation yourself. You have a bomb in your chest because you couldn't be satisfied betting the literal goddess of magic. You wanted more. You're crazy for that one, pal.
Will sacrificed his own father. A hard choice, but not one that is unknown in nature. At times, a seedling must strangle the very tree that bore it, if it's to survive.
I like the way of being able to spin this thing in their own way. Also, I speak to all these characters, they just sound like their characters. How do I know if one's been taken? They're doing such a good job. Do they have different inventories? So I'd be like, did they completely replace their inventories down to the minute details? God damn it.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
Jesus. You forced Will to make an impossible choice.
Impossible? My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved Duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes?
Such a crazy thing in regards to this, because it's like, Will didn't choose, kind of. I chose for him, which I just find to be a bizarre choice. If there was the option to let Will decide, or like to trust him to make his own decision, I would have pressed that button. It feels weird to make the choice for him. I want to know about all of these, and I'm gonna save in dialogue for one of the first times ever, because I hope that I can exhaust these, because there's so many interesting parts to this. You never told me how the Absolutists captured you.
Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
If you're going to be staying, I need something in return. Jesus. I'm bargaining with the devil now. What can you tell me about the hells?
The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
You've left Karlach alone. Didn't you want her dead? What changed?
Ugh, you are an inquisitive one.
Yep.
I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found a new use for an old battle axe. The dead 3 and that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious.
Well, there's a goddamn infernal engine that I'm worrying about, so it seems that she may have to return there. My turn to strike up the fucking devil deal. I don't get it. If Will isn't your warlock, why stick around and give him power?
The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched.
Nice. I'm glad we got to go through all of this. If you're going to be staying, I need something in return.
Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
Allies. There you go. Okay. So I guess we do have the ally after all.
Always good to talk, my friend.
So if we choose Will and talk to Mizora, what happens?
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
Damn, so we actually can have Will and Mizora talk through this shit. Which actually makes me wonder if I can have Shadowheart approach Aelin and Isabel. I didn't even think about that until now. I sacrificed my own father to save myself. What kind of monster have I become? It's good that it's like kind of the same dialogue choices, but from a different perspective.
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. I'm sure you carefully weighed the pros and cons. Pro, freedom. No more pact, no more hellbound soul. Con, killing off your own father. Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke, and forever altering the city's future. Oh, well, maybe monster isn't so far off.
And if you're going to be staying, I need something in return.
Why? I tell you what.
Okay. Just the same stuff, but that is fun to think about.
Still alive, so that's progress. I have a lot on my mind.
All's well, I hope. Aside from your dance card is full. Wonderful. My faith protects me.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
You should join my camp permanently. We can fight the powers of evil together.
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
So, same stuff, really.
I ought to speak.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father, by killing him, you set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
So, I guess something that's kind of fun is in these moments where you have your other companions talk to these characters.
I'd love to join, but
it resets the dialogue options, so you can, pick from them, which is pretty cool. Anywho, that's the end of a night, and an eventful one at that. Let's go to bed. After that Mizora scene, everybody is up and at 'em. And let's see. Anyone in the camp looking suspicious? Should we talk to our characters again?
Maybe it'll bring us closer.
I'm listening.
Yep. You listening? You know what? Honestly, Lae'zel would be the most suspicious because Lae'zel doesn't have like that specific dialogue where she says, "I'm listening." That's easy to copy.
Always good to talk, my friend.
That's easy to copy.
All's well, I hope. Aside from the obvious.
We reckon her saying "all's well, I hope," aside from the obvious. The obvious being that you're a shapeshifter or something.
How can I help?
Oakfather preserve you.
I mean, that's easy to say too. Maybe it wasn't Halson that was offering me the threesome after all. It was actually Oren, and Oren was then just gonna kill us if we had sex. That would also be crazy.
Come for a chat?
I won't say I want you out of here. Wonderful. Another action-packed, huge Baldur's Gate 3 episode coming to a close today as we have experienced some goddamn events today. Amazing stuff in regards to the no reload rule really coming in clutch with some fun prison break stuff. That was very unexpected and hilariously entertaining, and I'm glad that we got Karlach out of there and reunited back with the group. Now, there's much more for us to check out in this part of the city. Just a casual prison break, witnessing an inauguration, freeing Will from a devil's pact, just everyday stuff. Thank you so much for joining me today, though. I really do hope you enjoyed this episode. And next time we head back out into the city area and see what we can do. Sharessa's Caress is probably going to be our destination. I'll see you then.